She wrote that.
Okay, well, I think everyone wants to clap. Can we all clap? Yes. Well, now, can anyone guess where I might be from?
New York.
New York, yes. But where do you think I might have been? Where do you think I'm from before I came to New York? Anyone else?
England.
Yes. And now the third question I'm going to ask is, can anyone guess where I was born? Anyone else want to answer? Where might I have been born, do you think?
14 minutes.
14 minutes ago? No. That's a good idea. Okay, where do you think I was born?
England.
Well, you would think, but no, that's not right. Where was I?
Oh,
Europe? No. Africa's right. Whereabouts in Africa? No, it's quite hard, isn't it? Well, I was born in Uganda. But one time I said that to some children. I said, where do you think I was born? And the teacher tried to help them because they weren't getting it. And the teacher said, I'm going to give you a clue. It's somewhere hot and it has giraffes and lions. And one little girl put her hand up and said, a zoo. But I wasn't born in a zoo. Okay, shall we have a story? I could have been raised by wolves. Okay, so I thought maybe we could read the Christmas story. Should we read the Christmas story?
Yeah.
So this one's called He's Here. See that lovely picture? So it says, it's the story of the Nativity from Luke 1 and 2. Everything was ready. The moment God had been waiting for was here at last. God was going to come to help his people, just as he promised in the beginning. But how would he come? What would he be like? What would he do? Mountains would have bowed down, seas would have roared, trees would have clapped their hands. But the earth held its breath, as silent as snow falling. He came in, and when no one was looking, in the darkness, he came. There was a young girl who was engaged to a man named Joseph. There's the young girl. Joseph was the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson of King David. One morning, this girl was minding her own business when suddenly a great warrior of light appeared right there in her bedroom. He was Gabriel, and he was an angel, a special messenger from heaven. When she saw the tall, shining man standing there, Mary was frightened. Wouldn't you be scared of a tall, shining man in your bedroom? I mean, it sounds cool, but it would be cool, but it might also be a bit scary. Anyway, she was scared. Huh?
God can't take people.
Yeah. He was Gabriel, and he was an angel, God's special messenger from heaven. When she saw the tall, shining man standing there, Mary was frightened. You don't need to be scared, Gabriel said. God is very happy with you. Mary looked around to see if perhaps he was talking to someone else. Mary, Gabriel said, and he laughed with such gladness that Mary's eyes filled with sudden tears. Mary, you're going to have a baby, a little boy. You will call his name Jesus. He is God's own son. He's the one. He's the rescuer. The God who flung planets into space and kept them whirling around and around. The God who made the universe with just a word. The one who could do anything at all was making himself small and coming down as a baby. See that baby there? God's going to be that small. Wait, God was sending a baby to rescue the world? But it's too wonderful, Mary said, and felt her heart beating hard. How can it be true? Is anything too wonderful for God? Gabriel asked. So Mary trusted God more than what her eyes could see, and she believed. I am God's servant, she said. Whatever God says, I will do. Sure enough, it was just as the angel had said. They're going on a journey. 9 months later, Mary was almost ready to have her baby. Now, Mary and Joseph had to take a trip to Bethlehem, the town King David was from. But when they reached the little town, they found every room was full, every bed was taken. Go away, the innkeepers told them. "There isn't a place for you." Where would they stay? Soon Mary's baby would come. They couldn't find anywhere except an old, tumble-down stable. So they stayed where the cows and the donkeys and the horses stayed. And there, in the stable, amongst all the animals, the chickens and the donkeys and the cows, in the quiet of the night, God gave the world his wonderful gift. The baby that would change the world was born, his baby son. Mary and Joseph wrapped him up to keep him warm. They made a soft bed of straw and used the animal's feeding trough as his cradle. And they gazed in wonder at God's great gift, wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. Mary and Joseph named him Jesus, Emmanuel, which means God has come to live with us. Because, of course, he had. That's the end of that story. Thank you for listening to that. You did a great job.